This is architect music, verbal street opera, proper tech man, Louis got the...
Good evening, and welcome to SmackDown, coming to you tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hot Atlanta is fired up tonight, Cole. No doubt about it, baby, and I'm just as pumped up as this sellout crowd.
With good reason, Taz. You and I both know what's coming, and these fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. He saw that one coming.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment.
He's been looking for that all. He's looking for his finisher.
He got it! Execution! He was one step ahead on that one. Great reversal.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Jeez, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
And there's the counter, Cole.
I know that Johnny Nitro is an incredibly talented superstar, but it's almost impossible for me to get past that arrogant attitude of his.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
I think Benoit might have looked.
Look at this, shot after shot being dished down here in the turnbuckle.
And anytime you're taking punches like that and you're not answering back well, you ain't on the winning side of this match. Let's just put it that way. Oh, man, I'm telling you, this will not improve your odds of winning any.
You can say that again, Taz. A vicious series of blows there in the corner of the ring. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're going to see that fire go.
Watch out, here it comes.
Super kick right in the mush. I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about this guy.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
Hey, I'm not saying I want to be Edge's best friend or nothing, but I love watching this guy in the ring. Are you telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, and cares about the rules, more about winning? Come on.
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some sense of sportsmanship, some sense of decency, yes. How can you applaud a man who doesn't care about anyone but himself?
Simple, Cole, because those are the guys who win. There's a lot of superstars out there who pretend to be nice guys. But when it comes right down to it, everyone is looking out for number one. Everyone's looking out for themselves. Edge is honest about that, and I like that.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not.
I think he's through playing around.
That's an understatement, Cole. What a wicked execution. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
He dodged that bullet.
He's winding up.
Super kick. That'll take anyone down a peg. Or three. Oh, man. Did you see that?
He may get the 3 count right here.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me his opponent is groggy, and he's making the most of it.
Execution. Huge move there.
Johnny Nitro struts around here like he's God's gift to sports entertainment.
Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on 1 or 2 big moves.
And that's why I think he's gonna fly, Cole.
It sounds like this capacity crowd is something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
Cole, what you got to realize, to make it in the WWE, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too.
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. Chris Benoit's a great technical wrestler, no doubt about it. And after taking all the abuse he's taken in his career, I don't know if he's got what it takes to win here tonight.
The smart money never bets against Chris Benoit, Taz. He's got a well-earned reputation for coming out ahead in just about any encounter. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Oh, look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight.
The ref's not going to stop the match, Cole. It's just a little blood. Come on. Be a man, will you? Edge is so quick and so deadly. You can't take your eyes off him for 1 second.
And that's doubly true if you're the referee. I don't think Edge has ever met a rule he wouldn't break.
No shame in that, Cole. Like I always say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep...
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. And it could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like us all the time. If you ask me, I think every fan in this arena is just waiting for the day when Johnny Nitro gets what's coming to him.
Well, actually, I don't believe anybody asked you, so just sit there. And there's a guy who'll do whatever it takes to win. I like that.
It certainly does look like he's going to take every advantage he can in this matchup.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
You think you know me?
Here's your winner,